What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So we're here now. And I have some goodies that, you know what I'm saying, and coming from Miss Messy Michon and things like that. Listen, look, man, shout out to her. I follow her. I suggest you go over and follow her too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, look, she's she's wild out here. But the thing of this is she also have great fucking points out here. It's like dead serious. I'm telling you now. So the thing of this is she brought to the forefront of the situation about Trump's new cabinet and his picks and things like that, his administration and how he's putting it together. And listen, look, man, we're gonna dive off into this, and let's just be prepared because I'm telling you right now, it's about to be lit. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Hey there, bestie. So this is going to be a listen-only video because Trump's administration has been formed, and of course, the blogs are going to go ahead and fan the flames of racism. So initially, there's this because Stephen Chung is now the communications director. I guess that was the last person needed to fill out the team. So Trump administration selects Stephen Chung as their director, right? So here is the whole team. That's everyone. So Neighborhood Talk says, neighbors, it looks like the Trump administration is taking shape. I don't see one of us in sight. What do y'all think about this? So what I'm going to do is read the comments, and then of course I'll go ahead and let you know what I think. So we know some of these people, of course. There's 5 women out of 25 people. People seem to have a problem with every single last one of these people. Every single last one of these people. First comment says, y'all only look at color, but I'm only looking for who can fix the economy, the border, and bring world peace, because the last time we chose color, Cam, all of that worsened. So I'm not going to put that on Cam necessarily, but for all the people worried about how many people of color are in here, we talk about people of color all the time in a lot of different positions, specifically mayor, and choosing people based off of color and identity politics, like we've said many a times before, doesn't necessarily work. Now, has he picked the most qualified people? Who knows? Time will tell. I'm not really sure of who the hell all these people are, but we definitely going to be taking a look at it, right? But I certainly didn't think that he would be picking people based on color or ABCD or whatever other things that people want to do as far as DEI is concerned. So I don't even understand why this is brought up. You knew what it was going to be. Do we want things to get better, or do we still want to complain about the things that we've been complaining about that people didn't necessarily care for, and now it's being taken care of, and still you're mad?
Oh, they're going to be mad all day because at the end of the day, these people out here are still playing these goddamn identity politics. Excuse me, Lord. But I'm just saying here, and yeah, as a preacher's kid, excuse me, Lord. But I'm just saying, listen, look, the thing of this is right here is that, and I've seen these things in these situations too. Oh, well, the Republican Party has never done anything for black people and this and that, moved to woo him. How throughout the generations, throughout the decades, how many times has the black people actually voted for the Democratic Party overwhelmingly? How many times? How many times has black people taken a chance to go outside the Democratic plantation and the Democratic mindset in order to vote for anybody else? How many times? It hadn't been right. Look at the stats that we just saw in this election. Jesus Christ. Look at the stats that we just saw in this election. They did. Listen, look, hold on here. Hold on here. We see it right here. Listen, look, black men and black women overwhelmingly was the majority vote for the Democratic Party still in this election. And these niggas still out there, and these ninjas still out here starving. This is crazy. You cannot keep doing the same thing and expecting different results.
I mean, what did they think was about to happen? I mean, right. I can give you a couple of examples of what Biden put in.
One sec. Democracy's calling. See you, Daddy. Bye. Hi, my name is Cooper, and this is a day in my life as a White House intern. We did a joke. Hey, everyone. Usually I start off with a big coffee. Sorry, they're like really strict in here. Hey, Jenny. I booked you a nail appointment, love.
Yeah, I didn't tell you to do that.
It's called initiative. Hi, White House. This is Cooper. I don't think so. Oh, doesn't matter. This is actually the entrance to the West Wing. This is so fun and it's really prestigious. Hey, POTUS. Is Olivia Rodrigo still here?
No. We've come a long way in our fight against this virus. We've vaccinated 160 million Americans. Are you getting this all down?
Don't worry, Queen. It's all right here.
Cooper.
Sorry, Miss Jen. Jen, don't forget to have fun. Spirit fingers, Mama. We need to get shots in the arms of every single American. I'm heading to a haircut.
Comment if you want. Metro issued a felony warrant on December 8th for Sam Brinton. Brinton's charged for grand larceny with a value between $1,500 and $5,000. The 35-year-old works for the Office of Nuclear Energy. According to the warrant, a woman who had traveled from Dulles International Airport outside Washington, D.C. to Harry Reid on July 6th couldn't find her luggage. She filed a police report on the 10th. Police identified Brinton as the suspect after seeing a news report about a luggage theft at the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport on September 6th.
Next comment said,
What the hell is going on?
as fun fact, Trump's election will single-handedly destroy the remaining wealth of the Black community. In Trump's first term, every person
What remained in wealth? At the end of the day, though, I'm gonna tell y'all something about our wealth as Black community. Yes, we've gave away all of our music that we've made for the past 60 something plus years in this country. We created blues, we created country, we created rap. We created all the music in this motherfucking United States of America for everybody to groove to and things like that. But we keep giving it all away. We give away our rights to our music, all types of stuff, our masters and things like that to these corporations. And then at the same time, though, too, once it came to the point that Black people started actually getting hold to their own rights and music stuff, Def Jam and all that type of stuff, they still gave it over at some point. So what are we talking about here? Be honest with you, what a lot of y'all don't understand, that when we the music that we made all these decades and things like that, that was our financial ticket to actually help build our communities. We should have been galvanizing our entertainers and stuff like that to invest back into the community, but we didn't do all that. There wasn't nobody thinking about that because they was just entertainers and this and that, woo, but that's a whole nother topic. This shit is crazy.
he hired was white, except for maybe 2 token Blacks, Ben Carson at HUD. This time around, he hasn't hired a single Black person to his cabinet, not even the sellout, simply because he doesn't need to pretend anymore. Black women are the biggest minority demographic of federal workers. Elon Musk has promised to fire 75% of the federal workers, and Project 2025 requires firing anyone not deemed trustworthy to Trump. Black women supporting their interests are seen as Trump's biggest enemy, voting against him at 90%. They will fire an unemployed.
When y'all gonna understand, Trump already said he's not dealing with Project 2025. Even the people that came up with the concept has said so as well.
Black women from all sectors of government or positions of authority and bleed the Black community of much needed income. When this happens and the streets effed up, remember these numbers. Don't get confused and think something else happened. It's this. And remember the 20% of Black men who betrayed us all to bring this and target them. So let me go ahead and opine here. Now, I'm not sure if Elon is responsible for reducing by 75% of the federal workforce. But does that mean that since this man made this comment that most of the workforce of the federal workers are Black women? Is that what he's saying? Because I don't know that either. And I honestly don't feel like looking it up. But here's the thing. And I'm not defending Trump because I do not defend Trump because you know how I feel about him. But why is it that it always has to be brought up about Black women, the Black community, Blackity, Black, 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 Black? When are we going to get it through our heads that we maybe should start listening and stop doing the same things over and over and over again, expecting a different result? I mean, you're out here running off at the mouth, talking negative and nastily, and he ain't ish, and he a racist, and he a this, he a that, he a this, he a that, and everybody he chooses ain't no good. You got these blogs talking about every single step he makes. Shout out to Bobby Brown. Everything that he does, good, bad, and indifferent, whatever, it's all going to be negative. It's all going to be a negative connotation. So then you think after all of that, you think that they're supposed to come through and then do what? After someone has been talking negatively and nastily about you for all this time. So they're supposed to come through and then save you? They're supposed to come through and do you a favor? They're supposed to come through and care for you? Is this not kind of the same difference as Black women? This man brought it up, so I'm just going to elaborate on it. Black women who were upset that the Black men didn't vote with them, even though they did, I believe, 80%?
Right.
So now y'all are online bashing them, talking about them, crusty, dusty, musty, rusty.
No, but see, though, Black women are mad because the Black men didn't vote for them 100%. And this is the thing right here that we're talking about. You know, people have their own reasons for voting a different way. And the thing of it is, yes, it was 21, 22%. You know what I'm saying? The thing of this is, no. A lot of people are tired. And my quarters, nickels, and dimes on this situation is that the fact that the reason why you saw so much red out here, is because of the fact that at the end of the day, you know, the majority of this country was sick of Black people just moving all over the place like this. Black people, you know, so the Democratic Party was leaning heavy on Black people's votes, which we saw right here. And they Black people did show up, but they wasn't anticipating on the rest of the country showing up, you know what I'm saying, which is out here in the middle of what we these major cities call the middle of nowhere. You got of course Pennsylvania, things like that, Montana, Ohio, all the, you know, Nevada, Utah, you know, all these places that are in the middle of nowhere. Them people out there in the middle of nowhere are still American citizens, and they were tired of the bullshit. They were tired. They were sick of the games. Like I always scream on a lot of my broadcasts. People are sick of the games, and that's what happened right there. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to tell y'all, but the white folks out there, they wasn't going. Like, listen, look, enough was enough. The economy's bad. We looking like we're about to enter wars, all this type of crazy stuff. Man, they don't have time for that. And we study, you know, the majority of Black people sitting out here, well, we need rights for this and that. We study, you know, we this and that, woo to woo, you know, we want to do this and that. We want to delete this and we want to do that. Man, the rest of the country wasn't going. It just is what it is, man.
The ashy ass bums, and then online talking about Latinos because they went and voted for daggone Trump, and you didn't appreciate that, so y'all online talking about them, crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums, and then you allow someone like Joy Reid and many other Black people I've seen on TikTok and Twitter talk about white women that betrayed Black women, that did the wrong thing, that lied to our face, that just...
I'm going to tell y'all something about that betrayal, real talk. And this is coming from some true aspect right here. Now, at the end of the day, white women came in at first with Margaret Thatcher and all them type of shit, like talking about they gave y'all this feminism crap and all this eugenics and everything else. Real talk, I'm gonna tell y'all something. What happened was, at the end of the day, by this time where we at now, within the 21st century, white women had been abandoned y'all Black women. They've been abandoned y'all. Now, I'm not saying that y'all don't still have a few liberal white women out here that still take it up the trope and still want, but the shit, they done pushed y'all to the forefront, so y'all the face of everything. That's the reason why y'all Black women are the face of the Democratic Party, has been for a few generations now, and things like that. And y'all been dragging the rest of these men along in the Democratic Party for so long now, till they're cooked out, they're confused, disenfranchised, and things like that, and they're still in the damn illusion of the situation. But that's what's happened, though. Yes, the white women have abandoned y'all and left y'all in there, and they stuck with their white men. And I don't mean stuck in a bad way. I mean they stuck with them. Shit. They grew the fuck up. Y'all black women still out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, sit around here. I'm strong and independent. I got a PhD. I done been to college and this and that. But why the fuck was you asking the Democratic Party to forgive your motherfucking debt? But at the end of the day, though, you see they still didn't do it. Either way it go.
Did this to us. Oh my God. See, sometimes if you would listen and just shut the fuck up,
right,
then maybe situations wouldn't be this way. Now, mind you, this person is just saying this. He doesn't know anything. But just imagine if it does happen, would it be a surprise? I'm serious right now. I'm asking y'all to answer the daggone questions. How many times would you, listening to me right now, whoever you are, if someone came for you all the time, gave you a hard time, pushed at you, picked at you, called you names, talked about you from sunup to sundown, and had nothing positive to offer, said the worst things in the world about you, and then turn around and try to act like, what happened? What happened? I'm not saying he gonna do it. I'm not saying he is gonna do it. All I'm saying is why is it that you all can say whatever you want about whomever you want, whenever you want, as much as you want, and then turn around and look at things like, I can't believe somebody's going to do something to me. What do you expect? Black women would not allow anyone to come through and talk about them and carry on about them in the ways that they do to a lot of people. And I'm a Black woman. Shout out to YouTube. So I get lumped up into this mess because, listen, the man is in here. We want him to succeed, but y'all out here trying to act like you want him not to. Biden was in there. We wanted him to succeed. It hasn't been working by y'all's own mouth. By y'all's own mouth, it hasn't been working.
Right. So what are we talking about here? And then y'all still didn't get that college, that student loan debt forgiveness, things like that. Y'all still sitting around here, you know, acting a plum fool. And things like that. I don't understand Black people. Why are we steadily trying to do the same thing over and over again that we've been doing for the past 60 fucking years and expecting different results with the same people? This makes no sense. And the rest of America was tired of the bullshit. They dealt with it for a long time. Whether y'all like that truth or not, they dealt with it for a long time. And they were fed up. It's more people in America than Black people. They have to eat, sleep, shit, work jobs, all this type of stuff. It's more than just us. And them other people were sick of it. You could run down the races, Asian, Latino, Black, white, I mean, you know, all of them. People were sick of the crap, and they were sick of the games.
All the kickouts, all the food prices. Now the food stamp only went up $1. We just went over that. You can't get your food stamps. No one has a place to live. Everybody's on the daggone street. People are not being convicted for the crimes. Stores is closing down, the Walgreens, the CVS. Now everyone is being laid off. And y'all are still talking mad sugar honey iced tea. When is it going to be? Let's go ahead and have some faith. Remember the Lord that Black people typically believe in? Not all. Remember.
Oh, please do not talk about the Lord that traditional Black people used to believe in. Oh man, I said it, used to. Because these new age ninjas out here and ninjettes don't believe in nothing no more. That's the reason why they out here running rampant, causing all types of chaos, talking out the side of their necks all the time, and don't nothing ever get done in the Black community, because at the end of the damn day, these people out here are buffoons and dingbats.
Remember God that we're supposed to have faith in? Remember how we're not supposed to have fear? Remember all those things from the Bible?
Right.
Where's all that at? I don't hear y'all talking that bit about none of that. Y'all want
none of it. They ain't talking about it because the people that had true faith back in the day, they're passed away and gone. It's a lot of these new age people sitting around out here that hadn't read not one half of a Bible, not been in one half of a church. And I don't blame them to a certain degree, because half these churches out here is spewing nothing but that Joel Osteen shit. Oh, good day. Yes, it's a great day. the Lord's blessed, and yes, we're going to be out here and we're just going to, have a good day. And all you have to have is hope and this and that, whoop the whoop. But Joel Osteen, if y'all remember, when that shit went down in Texas, he wouldn't even allow people in the church. But I thought the church was a place of sanctuary for people in turmoil and struggle.
Want this man to fail. Y'all want this administration to fail on the strength of so you can say, I told you so. Y'all want this man and this administration to fail so badly just so that you can say, I told you so. I told you so, which is typically the way it works. It's about getting back at somebody else because your funky feelings was hurt for 5 seconds instead of doing and thinking about what's best for the whole world in this case, specifically the United States of America and Black people on top of it. That's why when we saw Roland sitting there talking about he basically said the same thing. He can't wait till something fails. That's why they're going to be picking at every single daggone thing. Now, we didn't see the left go for DEI. It failed. It didn't work. Go for ABCDs. It failed. It didn't work. I'm talking about in the daggone administration. Then you got affirmative action to come to be lost. Now y'all carrying on about that. Like, why can't you just work, go to work, shut the F up, and live your daggone life? It has to be a fight upon a fight upon a fight and trying to tell somebody when you don't have control over anything but your daggone selves. So y'all want to continue the way that we have been continuing is what I'm hearing. And if it is a success, you're going to find every way in the world to make sure that it looks like it doesn't. You're going to blame everything that happens in this administration on racism. We already know. Even things that are successful, you're going to blame it on racism. We're going to ignore the things that are going on in the actual community, the things that are being done to the community, by people that look like people in the community. Ignore that. You're going to ignore Tiffany Henyard, ignore Brandon Scott, ignore Brandon Johnson, ignore LaToya Cantrell, whatever her name is, child. Cheng Pao, Patricia Price, Fannie Willis. I mean, anything that a BIPOC does, even if it's wrong, y'all just okay with it just because they're a BIPOC. And if somebody white does something wrong, they got to be crucified to the daggone wall. Are we not seeing this? Is it just me? Is it just me? I know.
And, I guess Black people are not racist. Yeah. It's impossible for Black people to be racist. It's impossible for it. It's no way on God's green earth that Black people could, be so discriminatory against, other ethnicities on this planet. It's just impossible, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, shit. Hold on. My bad.
That's me? Is it just me? I know you're going to call me names. I know I'm a white supremacist talking white supremacist talking points. It can't possibly be treat others the way you want to be treated. It couldn't possibly be treating others the way that you want to be treated, right? Y'all telling me y'all experiencing this much racism in your life? Y'all telling me that you got white people coming to you every daggone day, if not on a weekly basis, to give you a hard time, to call you the N-word and to keep you from doing something, keep you down? Y'all telling me that that's affecting your life that daggone much? You telling me that you can't be successful? Y'all are telling me that y'all can't be successful, but the people that you listen to who are first generation millionaires can be successful, but you can't. No one said that you had to be a millionaire, but you're telling me that the Trump administration is why your life is horrible. You're telling me the reason why your life is horrible is because of white people. You're telling me that every single problem in your life is due to white people. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying? So y'all going to tag on to this type of stuff right here? I mean, I hope they are successful because that's going to be good for the rest of us. And yes, I never wanted anything bad to happen in any administration. Never, ever, ever, no way. Even with Obama, even though he did that damn Affordable Care Act and it cost me with that mess. I adjusted and moved forward. I ain't call that man out of his name. I ain't say nothing bad about that daggone man because I understand different people get in and they're going to have their own daggone agenda. The question is it for the American people at the end of the daggone day? And instead of people looking at that type of stuff and seeing if what was done by whoever the last person was a benefit to you or not, y'all would rather sit around and say, It's not right. It's not fair. White supremacy, discrimination, racism. Child, I'm tired of saying it. I'm honestly tired of saying it. You will make any excuse in the world to blame someone else for your downtrodden life and your non-successes instead of looking in the daggone mirror, going to get the daggone help that you need, putting head to paper, head to the ground, putting your thinking cap on and getting to where you need to get to, or asking someone for help. How about that? That's crazy talk. When I say you should go to Dave Ramsey, I got people in the comments talking about he a racist. Child, I don't give a damn. If he got the daggone information that I need, why would I care that he's a racist, even though I don't believe that that's true either? Why wouldn't I get the money? Susie Orman, she a racist too? Because she's another person that's been on my list of people that I've gotten financial information from. Melody Hobson, she happens to be Black. I guess it's okay to get information from her, but from no one else. Y'all really tie yourselves up. You really tie yourselves up. But child, let me see what else. Next one, you get what you ordered, no color. Y'all asking where the Black people at, as if the Black people in any Democratic administration ever helped Black people anyway. Black Trump voters finding out they're not part of the program. Don't you love how people always say that you're not part of the program, where I've gotten plenty of program parts, even though I was Black, and nobody had to specifically say, girl, you know this for Black people. No, I just did my research. I had questions. I got my answers. I reached out and I got what I needed.
Right. And as far as the cabinet and things like that of Donald Trump, listen, look, it is what it is. He put the people that was best qualified, you know what I'm saying, in the positions that they needed to be in. And I'm just going to be real and honest with you people right now. And these are the facts right here. And I'm sorry, you could call me whatever you want and this and that, because I know y'all people talking out the side of your neck out there. You know what I'm saying? The thing of this is yes, he put what he thought was the best qualified people in those positions. And yes, we need that right now, you know, to pretty much keep America, or basically get this shit back on track before we do World War III out here. And this is ridiculous, man. Listen, look, you know what I'm saying? Black people have always been expecting something from the Democratic Party, but we've come to a point right now where if the actual intelligent Black people have been paying attention, they know that we haven't had anything substantial from the Democratic Party. I'm talking about Black people as a whole. Now, yes, certain, you know, Black women have gained certain things from the Democratic Party and stuff like that throughout the years. But, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, it just is what it is. It's just like when Ice Cube was trying to talk to Trump, you know, years ago about the situation, and them chicks, you know, Lisa Ray and all them other chicks was like, well, you know, what policies are in there for Black women? And Ice Cube was like, what do you mean? Like, what I'm trying to get together is for all Black people, you know? And Ice Cube was shocked. He was sitting out here looking like, what the fuck is y'all bitches talking about out here? You know what I'm saying? The thing I'm putting together is for all Black people, all black men and Black women and Black children. But Lisa Ray and them said, well, no, we as Black women, we have our own agendas. We need our own substance. We need our own things. That at that point, Black men should have known that Black women don't give a fuck about Black men no more like that. Not en masse. I'm not saying that there's not some Black women out there that still care, that still actually want to put in a, you know what I'm saying, the love that they need for Black men and things like that. And, you know what I'm saying, we should honor those type of women. But on the mass scale, it's ridiculous out here. Listen, look, shout out to Messy Michonne and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, go ahead on and you know, give her a subscribe, things like that, man. She be spitting fire over there in the joint. It is what it is out here, people, you know, and this is where we're at. This is where we are at out here, regardless of whether we like this or not. Black people overwhelmingly, you know, the majority of Black people still voted democratically with this past election. They obviously do not want to wake up. And, you know what I'm saying, for those of the African American community that actually see what's going on, that needed to escape that situation and things like that, shout out to y'all. It just is what it is, man. And, you know, it's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers out there. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say, that, my friends, is the bottom line.